Ask Geoffrey is brought to you in part by BMO Harris Bank.
Okay. Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
Yeah, it's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
Okay.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not hungry. I'll just have some of yours.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect.
Why does a Binny's Beverage depot in the Lakeview neighborhood look like a medieval castle? The design isn't just an effort to make the liquor store stand out from the other shops. It's a reminder of the building's history dating back to the 1920s. Geoffrey Baer is here with more in tonight's Ask Geoffrey. Geoffrey, great to see you.
Great to be here, Paris.
Or great to be there in Evanston. Great to be on Zoom together. All right.
Exactly.
Let's get to our question. This one is from Shirley Soda of Chicago. She asks, what is the history of the Ivanhoe Theater?
Well, I loved it when we got this question because I remember seeing lots of plays at the old Ivanhoe Theater as far back as my high school days. And as memorable as the plays were, the creepy catacombs in the basement were just as big an attraction for me. And I'm going to get to that in just a moment. So when two brothers opened the Ivanhoe as a restaurant in the 1920s, it looked like a castle from Europe's Middle Ages had been plunked down right there on the corner of Clark and Wellington in the Lakeview neighborhood on the north side. Inside, patrons could dine and dance in Robin Hood's Sherwood Forest and other themed spaces. The menu specialized in German and European dishes described as, quote, inexpensive but nice. The restaurant's name, by the way, came from a 17th century novel set in medieval England called Ivanhoe, a romance by Sir Walter Scott. One of the owners loved the novel.
All right, so now you have to tell me about the catacombs in the basement.
Oh, yeah, you bet. So there was this sort of subterranean realm with eerie tunnels leading into a rustic bar with wooden tables. There were stalactites hanging from the ceiling and bones embedded in the walls. And according to many sources, the joint was a speakeasy during Prohibition. And getting down there was half the fun. Our sources told us that patrons would step into a cramped, open-sided elevator. Guests would watch the sort of brick walls disappear above them as the shaky car descended deep into the bowels of the earth, or so it appeared. Really, the elevator would just go down to the basement. The operator shook the car with his own legs, and the disappearing walls were thanks to just kind of this revolving effect.
Kind of sounds like the coal mine at the Museum of Science and Industry. So when did the Ivanhoe turn into a theater?
But that happened in 1966, after a son of the original owners had taken over the business, inspired by dinner theaters like the Drury Lane in Evergreen Park, which were really kind of all the rage back then. The Ivanhoe's owner converted a garden and a vacant lot next to the restaurant into a theater, so patrons could have a meal in the dining room and then move into the theater for the show for an evening-long experience. And our wonderful producer, Marissa Nelson, found a former Ivanhoe employee who shared this image of the very first theater program, and also shared this great picture of the first backstage crew at the Ivanhoe. The Ivanhoe was a theater in the round, or actually it was a square, so the audience sat on all four sides of the stage. I remember this being really innovative, an idea that sort of distinguished it from the more formal velvet curtain sort of downtown theaters. So the Ivanhoe started out by staging lighter comedies headlined by well-known TV and movie actors, but not exactly A-listers. But things really changed when the owner brought in a producer-director named George Keithley, who had worked on Broadway and in regional theaters with, among others, the great playwright Tennessee Williams. Keithley shifted the direction to more substantial and challenging plays starring prominent stage actors like Rita Moreno, who was one of the first ones to be featured under Keith Lee in Tennessee Williams' The Rose Tattoo. And with Keith Lee at the helm, the Ivanhoe really helped to give birth to what would become Chicago's nationally acclaimed off-loop and storefront theater scene. It was known for rough around the edges theater that was both entertaining and also made you think.
And you mentioned Rita Moreno, who I believe has been on this set before with Phil Ponce. Any other well-known performers or shows at the Ivanhoe?
Oh, quite a few. The theater had a real range, frankly. The summer before Keith Lee arrived, the Ivanhoe featured Chicago's own Gloria Swanson, whose career had gone from silent movies all the way to the Hollywood classic Sunset Boulevard. She was in a play called Reprise. Jackie Kennedy's sister, Lee Radziwill, made her acting debut at the Ivanhoe in The Philadelphia Story, reportedly at the urging of Truman Capote. Her performance, unfortunately, was savaged by the critics and by her co-star. That show with Jackie Kennedy's sister was followed by Zsa Zsa Gabor in Noel Coward's Blithe Spirit. Among the most popular shows was a play called Status Quo Vadis, a comedy that took on American social class structure. And actually that play made a big impression on me when I saw it back in high school, although I have to say the play was panned when it moved to New York.
And this dinner and this show theater model, was that successful?
Well, sort of. Since most of the diners were also there to see the play, the restaurant would just clear out when the show started. This eventually led to the sale of the business to a new producer who just rented out the space to other theater companies and to concert promoters who brought in acts like Dolly Parton, Graham Parker, and David Steinberg.
All right, now fast forward to modern day. How did this theater turn into a liquor store?
So in the 1980s, the theater was basically chopped in half, converting it from an arena stage to an amphitheater. And the former restaurant next door became, you might remember this name, Gold Standard Liquors and Chalet Cheese Shop. And that business later changed its name to Binny's, presumably as a nod to the owner and founder, Harold Bin Steen. And then when the theater finally closed for good in 2001, Binny's expanded to take over the entire space. And as you can see, they retained the castle-like medieval exterior. And they also restored the catacombs and used them actually before COVID as an event space for things like wine tastings. And by the way, I love this last fact. The Ivanhoe is not the only Chicago connection for novelist Sir Walter Scott. The suburb of Kenilworth is named for another one of Scott's books.
Who knew? Geoffrey, such fascinating history as usual. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And don't forget that you can visit our website for more details on the Ivanhoe Theater. And while you're there, don't forget to submit your own question to Geoffrey Baer. That's at WTTW.com/AskGeoffrey. And we should also mention, in the interest of transparency, Binny's is a supporter of WTTW.